What is going on, world? What's up, everyone? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new Starcraft 2 video. This one is featuring two players on the WCS Pro circuit, spawning here in the top left-hand corner of Dreamcatcher LE, playing with the red Zerg pieces. We have a player who goes by the name of eonblue. And on the opposite side of the map, currently 1-0 up against his opponent. He's playing with the Terran pieces. His name is InZane. So InZane, guys, you guys can check out game number 1 between these two players on the YouTube channel right now. InZane had a really amazing defense against eonblue in game number 1. You guys got to check that out if you guys have not already. eonblue, though, for a second there in game number 1, I really felt like, man, this guy's got a really good chance to possibly close out the game right there and right now, and it ended up not being the case so much. But you guys will have to check that game out if you have not already. I'm excited to see what the follow-up is going to be for eonblue. Looks like he got a very quick spawning pool, so this is interesting. Really quick spawning pool, and then he went into a hatchery, and then into a gas geyser. So, our Zerg player is going to get very aggressive very early here. Now, the SCV is coming across the map here. This is interesting. The SCV is coming across. He wants to figure out exactly what is going on right here and right now. And the spawning pool is already up. Doesn't look like there's any Zerglings on the tab currently, but I'm wondering when those Zerglings are going to be coming out here. Command Center is going to be coming up here for our Terran player. Orbital Command is being constructed right now, and the Reaper should be coming out very, very soon. Our Terran player did scout exactly what is happening right now. And it looks like eonblue, even though going for the spawning pool, decided not to get a whole lot of Zerglings right off the bat. Interesting. I wonder if he's going to get aggressive here really quickly, though. Or really, really soon. Looks like a factory is going to be coming up, as well as a second refinery here. Looks like the drone and a good micro there to try to get that, to make sure that that drone does not die. It looks like that Reaper is going to get the kill. Couple of kills on some of those Zerglings. Once again, though, our Terran player is being a little bit of a nuisance here. And it looks like that Reaper's trying to get as much information as possible. Once again, one drone in the gas geyser. And it looks like the Zergling speed upgrade is coming up here. Starport's being constructed right now for InZane as well. Of course, we have the engineering bay that was just kind of chilling, obviously. Almost built, but not quite. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and he's going to move the factory onto the reactor so he can probably get out a couple of Hellions at a time. That's exactly what's going to be happening at this point. It looks like eonblue really wants to get this expansion up here. That's what he's really hoping for. He really wants the third expansion here on Dreamcatcher LE. But this is just lost mining time. This is kind of, you know, taking a decent amount of time, and that's exactly what InZane's trying to do. He's trying to waste time, and he's trying to, you know, or kind of buy himself some time so that he can end up creating a bigger force. More and more queens seem to be coming out on that production tab, so I like that decision a lot. Great for defense. Obviously, I wonder if eonblue is going to decide to play a more macro-focused game instead of getting, you know, aggressive as he did in the first game. So the Hellions are coming. They are coming across the map here, and I wonder what our Zerg player is going to do here. It's a handful of Hellions here. He does look like he's got, you know, basically his bases for the most part kind of, you know, figured out here. Third command center is going to be coming up here shortly for our Terran player. The Hellions are going to back off, probably smartly to back off, but it looks like they are trying to get a little bit of some information. A couple of Zerglings are fleeing to their deaths right now. Looks like they are trying to get a little bit of some information. They're going to try to snipe one of these SCVs, and they do that. And just like that, they get a couple of SCV kills, and that's always a nice little pickup there. Hellions look like they're still kind of just trying to roam the map here. Looks like more and more Zerglings are going to be coming up. Looks like the lair is being constructed at this point, as well as an evolution, double evolution chambers to get those +1/+1 upgrades. Hellions are kind of just hanging out right here next to the third base location. They're going to try to get a fry fest going on all of these Zerglings. The Queens are here for some support. Spore Crawler is going to be coming up here. So it does look like our Zerg player did get some scouting information here. +1/+1 upgrades for InZane are going to be coming up here very shortly, it looks like. Still fighting a couple of these Hellions. But that third base command center is finished at this point. And it looks like now the factory is going to move on to the tech lab. And it looks like our barracks, or his barracks, as in InZane, is going to move on to the reactor. Starport's almost going to be finishing with the reactor. Probably going to be pumping out double medevacs. Couple of Banshees are now on the map right now. And it looks like eonblue is going ahead and getting his fourth base location at this point. Trying to hit from a couple of angles. Looks like our Zerg, or our Terran players trying to get pretty aggressive here. Looks like all of these drones are just going to get completely destroyed with that Spore Crawler that was trying to kind of dig its roots back. Hellions are still trying to kind of threaten over on this side of the map. The Banshees can be just a massive nuisance to a Zerg player. They're going to try to get the cancel on this fourth base location. Does not look like that's going to be the case. And while this has all been going on, our Terran player has been building a bigger and bigger force. The Zerg player is trying to macro it up as far as a bigger and bigger force here on his side of the map. And it looks like he's going ahead and he's going to actually get the Overlord speed, which I like that decision quite a bit. The Hellions now have gone, did research the cloaking upgrade. They do get one of those Banshees for their troubles. More and more roaches, though. Very interesting decision here by our Zerg player. Now, if you're going to get some Hellions for practically free, that is going to be nice. And these Hellions are going to try to get at least a couple of kills, and that is not going to happen with a good amount of roaches here in position. Getting those +2/+2 upgrades here for eonblue. Then we also have, of course, one of these medevacs is going to get spotted, though, with some of those Marines, so he's going to do some drops here. But at the same time, it looks like there is going to be an attack here on the Terran side of the map. Looks like a siege tank is out here, and it looks like the medevac was spotted. The interesting thing is are these Marines going to just get some easy roach kills? And it looks like that very well may be the case here. More and more roaches are going to be coming onto that production tab. I'm interested to see that, you know, it's interesting that our Zerg player has not transitioned to maybe some Hydras or something, but he's getting the Infestation Pit right now. So I wonder if he's going to be going up to a Hive here shortly. Looks like they are getting... He is getting some Ravagers, but it looks like, look at this Terran army. The Terran army is coming over to the Zerg side of the map here, and it looks like there is a lot of Terran here. Got to be careful about the overextension, though, at this point here. It looks like these siege tanks are going to siege up at a really good position here, and I wonder what's going to happen here. All these siege tanks are moving now, and it looks like this fourth base location is going to be going down just in a matter of seconds. And it just does exactly that. Going to try to get some of these cocoons as well as they are beginning to hatch. And just like that, I think a slow push is what is possibly what InZane is going to do against eonblue, at least at this stage in the game here. They're trying to move, but the surround is here. The Zerg player has completely surrounded on this Terran army. I completely missed that. The Zerg player was completely surrounding, and just like that, it looks like eonblue is going to try to take full advantage of this. He's starting to move across the map here, which I like the decision just to get aggressive right here and right now. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's moving across the map. More and more Ravagers are going to be on that production tab. And it looks like the fight is going to be eonblue, who's going to try to really rally the troops and move into the third base location of the Terran player. The question is he going to overextend once again into the Terran's location? It looks like there's a lot of Ravagers, but there's still a lot of siege tanks. And once again, he completely swarms into what was a overextension again by eonblue in game number 2. And I guess he didn't learn from his mistake in game number 1, but thought that he had the upper hand because of that beautiful surround that he took onto InZane and kind of caught him off guard with that surround. But he overextended and overstayed his welcome. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between InZane and eonblue. And if you guys did, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.